One of the biggest losses San Francisco sustained in the Super Bowl was losing Dre Greenlaw, and there's been reports that he'll start the season on IR, so many had San Francisco picking up a linebacker in this draft. And they did just that with their final pick, selecting Tatum Bethune from Florida State. And this guy is a tackling machine. In 2023, he led Florida State in tackles, and that was his third straight year of having 70 or more tackles in the season. And while he's not the fastest linebacker, he did show off great instincts across his collegiate career, and now he enters into San Francisco's linebacker factory. So could we have another late round steal that develops into a guy like Dre Greenlaw or Azeez Al-Shaair? We're about to find out. We were first introduced to Bethune at Miami Central High School, where he led his team with 80 tackles as a senior, including 14 sacks. And he could really do it all at the high school level, whether it be line up on the line of scrimmage to blitz your quarterback or drop into coverage and pick him off. And 24/7 Sports also noticed his excellence and ranked him as a 3-star recruit, and he had offers from Appalachian State, Auburn, Tulane, and UCF. Ultimately, he did decide to commit to UCF. Across 3 years there, he recorded 185 tackles, 13 for loss, and 4.5 sacks, including 3 interceptions and 2 forced fumbles to go along with that. He really showed off his great instincts during this time. And much like San Francisco's other linebacker, Dre Greenlaw, he hits you full force trying to run through you. After 3 years with UCF, Tatum Bethune decided to transfer to Florida State University, and in 2 years there, he played in 24 games, registering 142 tackles, 12.5 tackles for loss, 1 sack, 1 interception, 7 passes defended, and 1 forced fumble. Much like he did at UCF, he was the heartbeat of this defense, and he was great in pretty much every aspect. I know he's not the fastest player, but when he was in coverage, he recognized it so quickly, he was playing much quicker than he probably would test. After leading the team in 2023 though in tackles, he did decide to enter the NFL draft, and with that, scouts decided to break down him a little bit more. He came in at 5'11", weighing 229 pounds, but many scouts just saw a player on the field that wasn't the most explosive. But even though he's not the most athletic player, I think he makes up with that thanks to his recognition and timing he plays with. I would say he's similar to a guy like Talanoa Hufanga. Many teams will pass on him because he won't fit their playstyle, but I think Tatum Bethune does fit San Francisco's playstyle perfectly, especially with the way that he tackles. And while he doesn't have top end speed like I've mentioned in this video, I do think he does a great job in pass coverage, especially in zone coverage. He has the ability to kind of trick a quarterback to throwing to a guy before quickly closing on him. And even in man coverage, he's much better than anticipated. He really shines though, in my opinion, in run support, where this recognition carries over, and he does a great job of engaging with blockers and then disengaging depending on where the back goes. But while there were a lot of positives to his game, being a 7th round rookie, he also had clear weaknesses. Perhaps the most obvious, he just lacks top end speed, so he can definitely be burned at the next level. And much like Dre Greenlaw has had issues with missed tackles, Bethune also missed a couple tackles across his college career. But San Francisco's linebacker coach Johnny Hollins is seeing his future potential developmental piece in Tatum Bethune, decided to select him with their final pick in the 7th round. And ultimately, I think this is a great selection, and he joins a room full of talent. So while he might not start this year, I would expect to see him on special teams. But ultimately, these are just my thoughts about San Francisco drafting Tatum Bethune in the 7th round, and I'd like to hear your thoughts down below. It would also mean a ton to me if you liked and subscribed, and as always, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.